Trade Guitars is giving away this Gibson Custom Shop Les Paul to one of you. How to enter? Subscribe to Play and Trade Guitars on YouTube, and we'll give it away when we hit 50,000 subscribers. Hey, welcome back to Play and Trade Guitars. I'm John, that's Zach, and this is Play and Trade Guitars, where we play it and trade it. I've got a fun one for you today. Maybe you've got some cash burning a hole in your pocket, maybe you've got a tax refund coming, and instead of booking a cruise for the whole family, remember, guitars are forever. You always need another guitar, and I'm here to tell you that after all the guitars from Gibson and Epiphone that Zach and I have been reviewing on the channel, I'm gonna go back over and tell you my favorites, the highlights, the standouts. Keep watching till the end, because I'll give you my top 10 from the whole bunch. And a fact at the end of the video, there is a gaping hole in the Epiphone product lineup. They're really missing one, and I'll tell you what that is at the end. But at the top, make sure you use our purchase link to buy any new gear. You can find that in the description. When you click to buy, it does support our channel. And last thing, we're giving away a Gibson Custom Shop Les Paul. When we hit 50,000 subscribers, it's right around the corner. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and use our Gleam entry link so you're in it to win it. Now, I'm gonna give you my top 10 list of all the demos that we've done so far. The guitars that you must own, that you should choose from, and you should really think about buying now, because these are fantastic guitars. And let's kick it off at number 10. Number 10, I'm gonna give that to the Epiphone Adam Jones Artist Collection Les Paul Customs. If you can grab them, I love not only the artwork, but I love how close Epiphone made this guitar to Adam's real guitar. The way that they put the effort into little details like the antique silver burst, the diamond strap buttons, getting all those things right, including putting a real Seymour Duncan in bridge position and flipping the neck pickup. They really went the extra mile, and the artwork is just a great, great kicker and a reason to collect more than one of them. Number 9 is not necessarily the best value, but it was truly one of my best sounding guitars that I played. I adored the Gibson SG Special in ebony finish, ebony nitro, with two P90s. This guitar absolutely ripped. I want to say it was 6.5 pounds. It was so comfortable to play, and it sounded fantastic. You can get that. That's $15.99. I cannot endorse enough how much I loved having an SG with two P90s on it, and that was definitely one to check out. Number 8, while we're talking P90s, if you want a screaming deal from Epiphone, you can get a Les Paul Special in TV Yellow, which I love the TV Yellow, with two P90s. This is still one of the best deals in the guitar market running. $449 for the Epiphone Les Paul Special with P90s. Hard to beat that. All right, number 7, I'm gonna give that to the Epiphone 1959 Les Paul Standard because of the high-end features, the American burst buckers, the satin finish, which if you like satin, it'll give you that. It feels great, and it gives you a hard shell case. All of that bundled in a collaboration with the Gibson Custom Shop for $899. Screaming good deal and high quality guitar from Epiphone. Number 6, one that I wasn't as familiar with, but in revisiting, I absolutely loved. This is the Gibson Les Paul Classic, $24.99 with the modern switching capabilities, weight relieved body, very comfortable to play. While I will tell you right now, the Gibson Modern didn't make my top 10 list, again, because it's a crowded field and it's hard to pick 10 from this whole great collection. But I picked the Classic because you're basically getting the same playing capabilities and switching at $500 less. So in this top 10 list, I'm gonna give it in this spot to the Gibson Les Paul Classic. Number 5, jumping into our top 5, one of my all-time favorite Gibson guitars. It never disappoints, the Les Paul Tribute. Entryway into Gibson pricing, but solid guitar with great sounds. This is the Les Paul Tribute for $12.99. Remember, when you hear Tribute, always keep in mind that it's a mahogany body with a maple neck in a satin nitro finish. It feels fantastic, and there's just something about the extra character from that maple neck that I've always really liked on the Tribute series. All right, top 4. Number 4, Epiphone Les Paul Custom for $729. Insane deal with real ebony fretboard, that classic white finish. And again, compare it to the $5,000 Gibson Custom Shop Les Paul Custom. It's hard to compare, it's hard to beat. Number 4, well-deserved spot from the Epiphone Les Paul Custom. Number 3, more Epiphone in the top 3 here. Epiphone 335, the dot 335 at $599, or the figured block inlay 335 at $699. These are, again, just like the Les Paul Custom, same kind of territory, same kind of thinking, insane values compared to the Gibson counterpart. If you can't spring for a Gibson Les Paul Custom or a 335, you could go buy one of each today of the Les Paul Custom from Epiphone and the Epiphone 335 Dot, and it's not going to set you back hardly anything, and it will be well worth it to have a 335 and a Les Paul Custom in your collection. Epiphone knocking it out of the park on those. Number 2, and I'll tell you, this was hard to pick, but that Gibson 61 SG Standard with the regular stop bar and vintage cherry is one of my favorite guitars that I've played in a long time. And if you are shopping SGs, I would tell you stop the search right now and go buy the 61 SG Standard from Gibson. It is that good. I absolutely love that guitar. All right, and you've patiently waited for number 1. I can't shake how much I liked the Gold Top Les Paul Standard 50s. It was the perfect neck feel, the perfect feel and sound from the humbuckers. And I really was impressed with the Gibson Les Paul Standard 50s at $27.99. Made in America, nitro finish, gold top I'm such a sucker for. Beautiful piece of rosewood and great feeling, playing and sounding guitar all around. All right, that's my top 10 list. I got one more fact. I'm gonna pass along some recommendations to Epiphone because there's one gaping hole in the collection. But before I tell you that, why don't you drop a comment and let us know what guitars are you in the market for from Epiphone or Gibson? Which ones do you have currently and what do you think of them? And have you checked out all of our demos on the guitars mentioned? Go back and watch those because we've put all of our efforts into showing you deep dives on the bench. We take the guitars apart, talk full specs. We play those guitars in a variety of circumstances, and then we always want to hear from you, the Play and Trade Guitars community, to hear what you think about them and what's next on your to-buy list. But if you've got some money, if you've got a tax refund, if you've got money in the bank and you're looking for a guitar like we all always are, trust me, I'm just as guilty as the rest of you, these are the top 10 that I think you should go shopping for today. These are that good. I highly recommend them. All right. Now, as I was running down the Les Paul standards, there's one gaping hole that Epiphone doesn't provide, and I wish they did. And it broke my heart because I actually went on Reverb and found out that they used to make these and they made them so well. Maybe they made them too well and they discontinued them. But this is the Gold Top Les Paul Standard 50s. It was actually called the 56 Les Paul Standard, and it had P90s. And they have nothing from Epiphone right now in terms of a Gold Top Les Paul Standard with P90s. So I would have loved to have a perfect counterpart to the Les Paul Standard 50s from Gibson with P90s. It used to exist. It's a beautiful guitar. You can buy it secondhand. But Epiphone, if you're watching, if you're listening, please reconsider making the Gold Top Les Paul Standard with P90 configurations. I think that would be such a great addition to the lineup. All right, thanks for watching this recap. Go watch our demos, drop a comment. Make sure you're subscribed and turn on notifications. We're putting out 3 videos a week or more, so stay tuned for great guitar demos and guitar content. We're off to NAMM soon. We'll see you guys in the next video. As always, I'm John. That's Zach behind the camera. Thanks for hanging out with us on Play and Trade Guitars. See you in the next video. Take care.